The Spud Goodman Show.
It's showtime at the Apollo! No? Live from New York, it's Saturday night! Okay, wait a minute. How about, let's get ready to rumble! No. Cue card, please. Welcome to the Spud Goodman Show. On tonight's program, Spud visits with television superstar Gary Coleman, discusses the summer of love with Arlo Guthrie, and brings you the hot sounds of musical guests, the Picketts. You ever wonder who the heck these Nielsen families are? The people who decide what shows are worthy? Spud has sort of developed a relationship with one, so let's meet them.
Greetings, how you guys doing? Remember me, Spud Goodman? I was out here a while ago. I host that TV show you two are so fond of.
It's that guy that you hate so much. What do you want me to do with him?
It's only Spooge. We thought you were Ed McMahon delivering our $11 million.
When we get our $11 million, can I buy a new watch? I can't find mine.
Dear, you lost that watch 40 years ago. Spoof, what can we do for you?
Well, as the only Nielsen family I actually know of on the face of the earth, I was kind of hoping you'd help me out here.
Why did Ed McMahon send this bum to give us our $11 million?
He's not here to give us our $11 million. It's Spud Goodman. Don't you recognize him from TV?
Is this the guy that does the lotto drawing?
No, he's that one that has the weird TV show we can't stand.
Does he have any money on him?
You'll have to ask him yourself, dear.
Well, why I'm here is I was reading this article about the TV biz, and they have this thing called focus groups, where people sit and watch a program and fill out a questionnaire about what they like and don't like.
Honey, his watch looks real cheap. I think it's the Timex.
You mean to tell me that these people have to sit through a whole program and can't change a channel even if it sucks?
So I was wondering if you two wouldn't mind being a focus group for the Spud Goodman Show.
We don't focus real well, Spinky. We haven't for years. Can't you get someone else to focus for you?
Most of my friends don't have cable, at least not legally. And since you're a Nielsen family, I thought you'd carry more weight with the TV bigwigs.
I would love to help you out. But Henry here could never be in a focus group. He can't sit still long enough. Doctors say he's hyperactive. Nothing we can do about it except cut down on his sugar intake.
Okay, it was just a thought.
Maybe he's got a wad of cash in his sock. Should I turn him upside down and shake him?
I gotta be going now, but don't forget to at least channel surf by my program this week. Who knows, you might even enjoy it.
Mrs. Goodman, I really appreciate you listening to this and giving me your feedback. It's nice to have a woman's opinion.
No problem. The deal is, I give you 15 minutes of my valuable time, a little woman's advice, and you give me a walk-on when Spud is interviewing Antonio Banderas, right?
Well, Banderas' people haven't confirmed yet. He's still out on location. How about if we get Chuck Norris as a backup in case Antonio can't make it?
Chuck Norris? That pint-sized dweeb? I mean, I could settle for Andrew Shue or George Clooney, but not that washed-up Texas Ranger wannabe.
Okay. My problem is I don't understand why women don't like me. I'm a really good-looking guy, I have a great personality, and I am a TV producer. What more could an extremely attractive, preferably blonde, height, weight, proportionate, lightly tanned, enjoys the opera, fine dining, and a good glass of wine woman want? Is that so much to ask? I don't think so.
No offense, but you have no chance with the women of Victoria's Secret catalog. Put yourself in their shoes. Would you go out with you? Unless they crave a black hole of neurosis, why? Why would they give you a shot?
Mrs. Goodman, our agreement was for you to give me feedback so I can find a woman. I don't feel like listening to all this stuff I've heard 1,000 times from my ex-wives. I'm lonely. The life of a successful TV producer is tough, always having to say no to everyone. I realize most of the people on this show hate me.
It's good that you're aware of it. Well, The only real advice I can give you about women is to be yourself. The only problem with that is when you do that, everyone despises you.
I was thinking about ordering one of those mail-order brides from the Philippines or Russia. What do you think?
You are more pathetic than I thought. Why would you subject an innocent immigrant to this? A new life with the ugly American poster boy? This could set off an international incident or something.
You know, I think I've heard just about enough of this, and you can forget about meeting Antonio Banderas. Thanks a lot for your compassion, Mrs. Goodman.
Oh, so I don't even get to meet Chuck Norris? Fine. I always liked that Ralph Macchio, that Karate Kid better anyway.
You want stars? Big names? TV legends? How about Gary Coleman? Talk about juice! Roll tape!
Now, Gary, we've been after you for a hell of a long time. We never could track you down. Do you realize how many Colemans there are in the phone book in Los Angeles?
Well, that may be true, but you got me.
We did. All right, let's get on with this thing. Now, you starred in my all-time favorite sitcom of all time, Different Strokes.
That's right.
Is there any chance that you guys might get together for a feature-length reunion movie? Any chance at all? Now, don't tease me. Be honest. Be straight up. Be real.
Well, I guess, you know, since this is a new show and it's only on in a couple of markets, I guess I could be real. I don't think there's a snowball's chance in hell.
No way?
No.
I wonder what he'd say if they wrote in a part for Morgan Fairchild as a horny housekeeper who lusts uncontrollably in search of a young lover. I got to ask you some of these stock questions, all the fans of the show. Do you hang out much at all with Todd Bridges these days?
I have not seen him.
I've not seen him, all right. Another question that one of my viewers sent me a note and wanted me to ask you this. Did Conrad Bain ever in the old days pack heat when he came in?
It's a funny visual, but I don't think so.
All right, fine, okay. Now, what was an average day like for Gary Coleman in, say, 1983? Get up, get out of bed, take a shower.
Get out of bed.
I mean, you're a big star, but you still had to do that kind of stuff.
Well, see, the common misconception about celebrities is that we don't do things that other people do. Mm-hmm. I eat at fast food restaurants. Mm-hmm. I watch Star Trek, The Next Generation, or Deep Space Nine, or Voyager, which one it happens to be on.
Right.
And we work very hard at what we do.
Okay.
I happen to be a perfectionist.
Yes.
And back in 1983, I'd wake up, eat breakfast, get dressed, leave the house, go to work. I mean, not go to work, but go to work to go to school for 3 hours, because that was the law, and then go to work.
Was it a 3-hour school day for you?
It's 15 hours a week.
Not a bad deal.
Well, it depends whether or not you want an education or not.
It must have been nice not having to attend a school like I did, where the jocks would kick the crap out of you for wearing an Impeach Nixon t-shirt. Now, what was your take on Showgirls? You know, that Elizabeth Berkley film?
Didn't see it, didn't want to see it.
Well, I finally rented it. You know, if you take out the nudity, the sex scenes, the sliding
There's actually a story?
The swearing and stuff, I mean, if you take all that out, I mean,
you don't
what's
have
the
much
big
of
deal?
a movie.
Well, yeah, I guess you could say that too, but I couldn't understand what the fuss was about. You didn't see it then?
Nah, that one kind of got past me.
All right, okay.
Sorry to say.
I wanted to run that by you.
I like nudity like the next man, but that just didn't catch.
Maybe I should change the subject here. Is America really ready to hear what Gary Coleman has to say about Showgirls? What are the long-term career goals at this point? Maybe direct, Broadway, an album? I mean, everybody has dreams.
Look, there's a little bit of everything. You know, the career will take its turn as demanded.
Okay.
You know, it's not really designed. It's just, you know.
It's kind of a Zen thing. I like that a lot.
Well, yeah, you just kind of follow it.
I can't believe they're holding up a cue card, and I'm supposed to ask Gary to say something nice about this program. I feel like such a mondo whore. All right, here goes.
All 100 of you folks out there watching the show, keep watching, because the man's going places. He's gonna be all over the nation here pretty soon, and this dude over here with this little camera is really bugging the hell out of me.
I know.
Who is this guy?
Is he
with you?
It's my father.
That's your father?
This is the Spud Goodman Show.
You must be crazy. Just crazy.
Can't we, like, call a cab or something here?
Mr. Goodman, you've got to be in the studio in 20 minutes. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. Just don't grab me around the neck.
What a time for my car to break down again.
Maybe next time you might want to change your oil at least every decade. The half quart you still had in there looked like roofing tar.
Well, I was gonna check the oil. I just never got around to it. But I did vacuum it out at the car wash the other day.
Mr. Goodman, if you're going to make this interview, we have to leave now.
Okay, I can handle it, but just keep it under the speed limit, okay?
Hey, Mr. Goodman.
Yeah?
Watch where you put your hand.
Right.
If music is of interest to you and yours, then this next band will meet your needs. Spud loves them, and you know, so do I. Please give it up for Rounder record recording artists, the Picketts.
This is the Spud Goodman Show.
Never heard of it.
Where were you in the summer of love? And I'm not talking about the summer of '94. Spud ran into 60s icon Arlo Guthrie a while back. Let's listen in.
All right, Arlo, before we get going here, I got to tell you, the guy sitting to your left, his name's Accordion Joe. He's not really dangerous. I know the hair looks kind of threatening, but believe me, I'll keep him under control, all right?
No problem.
All right, super. Now, as a performer, what's it like following in the footsteps of the godfather of your chosen profession? Because your father, Woody Guthrie, is the Babe Ruth of folk singing. What's that like?
Well, I guess a lot of people say, you know, stuff like that, but
refute it.
We never, when we were growing up, you know, our dad was just a regular sort of dad type of guy, and so growing up was kind of normal. And
just the average Beaver Cleaver upbringing, or?
No, it was the average weird guy, but we were the average weird kids, and you know, so it was like that.
You raised in New York?
Yeah, Coney Island.
Okay. Now, Arlo, you were featured quite prominently in the original Woodstock, because my ears are still ringing from your classic statement of "Man, it's a free concert." That's one of my favorite cut on the.
Did I say that?
Didn't you say it's a free concert, man?
I don't know.
I wonder if Nixon deputized Arlo as an honorary DEA agent too? Unlike Elvis, he could have gone way undercover.
How annoying is it for you to do a show and have everybody be screaming out, obviously one of their favorite cuts, which is Alice's Restaurant? Does that kind of get on your nerves over the years?
Well, if it's around Thanksgiving or something, I don't mind doing it, you know. I mean, it took me a long time to memorize it in the first place, so why let that go to waste, you know? But I don't do it all the time, because that would be nuts, so.
Yeah.
So I don't mind doing it if it, you know, it seems about right.
Special occasions?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Now, you bought that building, though. That is accurate, 92?
Oh, the church?
Yes.
Yeah, we bought the church. What year is this?
I bet it would have been pretty cool to have Arlo as a father. You'd never have heard the get a haircut speech or the shape up or we're sending you to military school speech. And of course, there would always be plenty of fresh brownies around the house.
I could have used that hair, man, the other day. I was playing and it was so hot outside because the sun was beating down. That would have been the way to go.
Yeah?
I didn't think of it.
Yeah. Well, just
see, I could do it, man. I just need, like, sticky stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it's long enough.
Steve-O, we're both family here. Let's get real. The kid's never going to make it at TV the way he's going.
You know, Jerry here and I have our concerns, too.
Where the hell are the babes, the honeys, the cupcakes?
Jerry is quite fond of the opposite sex, too.
You know, the kid doesn't have a clue as to what the public wants. Sparky Goodman knows America. I could make this goofy little program into must-see TV.
Jerry has a few ideas that would help, too. Would you like to hear them?
Maybe some other time. What do you say I put out a casting call for some babes, have them come down for a taping, and see if Spud can use them on the show? You know, maybe just 4 or 5 at first.
Jerry is a huge Howard Stern fan. Okay, you tell him. It's a no-brainer. Siamese twin lesbian mud wrestlers. Guaranteed ratings.
Nah, the kid is so PC, he'd never go for Siamese twin lesbian mud wrestlers. Let's take it a little slower and sort of ease him into the 90s.
This is the Spud Goodman Show.
We should hear you more on our television. You should hear us more on yours.
This is the Spud Goodman Show. This is the Spud Goodman Show.
Amber, thanks for squeezing me in. You know, my regular dominatrix moved to Salt Lake City, but you came very, very highly recommended. So, can you help me out here?
Well, why would I want to be seen on your son's TV show? I've never even heard of him. What's his name?
Spud Goodman. He's not a bad kid. He's just lacking in street smarts. He just doesn't understand the babe factor in the TV racket. And without it, he has no chance to survive on the air.
I thought you said you weren't very close to your son. Why the protective father routine?
Well, sometimes the bonds of family call on you to do the right thing. Anyway, if I can turn this show into a massive monster hit, then nobody can deny me my own show. Sparky's Thong-a-thon. And Baby Doll, there's a part for you in it, too.
Don't call me Baby Doll without prior permission. Now, if I agree to do Spud's show, do I get my own trailer, hairstylist, and makeup person?
Nah, just too PC for my taste. He thinks that exploiting women to get ratings is beneath him. Can you believe that?
Why wouldn't he want me on his show? Is he?
Yeah, you bet. Now all we have to do is convince the kid about the merits of having your presence on the show. You know, you could take this piece of crap to the top.
Well, let's see who exploits who here. You bring me little Spud by next week and let me deal with him.
A horny old man like that and his kid is asexual. Go figure. Well, I have an appointment with my own Bhagwan of Kama Sutra. Catch you later. Once again, the Picketts.
Well, every man I meet makes a fool of me. I give them everything on them and they set me free. Laughing at me like I'm crushed as a clown, but I don't let the little things get me down. I don't let the little things get me down. I just stand up and make a joyful sound. I don't let the little things get me down. Well, whenever a cop, he won't smile at me. I gotta spend the night in jail get me down. I just stand up and make a joyful sound. I don't let the little things get me down. Well, I bust my butt 7 days a week, and the boss still tries to push me on the cheek. Won't be happy, but I'm not backing down. I don't let the little things get me down. I don't let the little things get me down. I just stand up and make a stupid sound. I don't let the little things get me down. Make a stupid sound. I don't let the little things get me down.